What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. In this video, the side-by-side is going to be getting some new goodies. So, stay tuned. So I got a brand new side-by-side, as you've seen in the previous videos. But hopefully you're enjoying that content. I'll put a couple links up here and down below. And also make sure you give a thumbs up to all my videos. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But hopefully you're enjoying the new side-by-side content. And I've kind of figured out what I want to add and all that stuff. So I'm going to slowly start modifying it and everything. But looking online and all that stuff and shopping around, you quickly find out that this stuff is not cheap. But if you want to save a few bucks, you can buy, you know, the cheaper alternative on Amazon. Now, when I was looking for mirrors online, like, I mean, they're just side mirrors, but they're probably made out of metal. I don't know, but these ones are plastic. I will put a link down below. These cost, I believe, $22, but they're just, they're plastic, and they're kind of cheese dick feeling, like, you know what I mean. Like, they're 22 bucks, so, you can't expect too much out of these, but it's a mirror and it goes here on the side. What can go wrong, right? So here's the packaging. I already opened it, but this is how it comes. Like one mirror on each side, a left and a right. But it comes with a mirror. It's made out of plastic. I don't know if this is, I don't think this is actual glass. But then it has this bracket, and this bracket, you can unscrew it with this Allen head. And then that actually pivots, so you can get it working and driving with whatever angle you want. You know, you can angle it this way or that way or whatever. And then they also pivot on that pivot joint. Then it also comes with the brackets to put it on the cage. This is 1.5 inches and 1 3/4 inches. So either whichever size you need comes with both of those. And then some rubber that you can put inside of the bracket like that to help protect. And also it helps so that they don't slide around and stuff on the the roll cage. But then also there's hardware that comes with it. But I think for some side mirrors, I think these are going to be good. But by the end of this video, we'll find out how well they actually are and if they're worth the $22. In addition to the side mirrors, I bought some lights. They're the Nightlight brand. They have good reviews on Amazon, but these were only $13, so why not give them a try, right? Some LED lights that will go here on the side, right here. We get some brackets that go right on there, and then it'd be good added light. And then I also picked up a harness kit for like $8 or $9 that goes to these, so that this comes with all the wiring and relay. And I don't know if it has a relay, but it's got all the stuff that you're going to need. And it's all nicely, it's got the nice rocker button, turn it off and on, all that good stuff. And these come with 2-year warranty. It's got some wire connectors, some fuses. So this was also a good deal. Everything I'm talking about and showing you guys, I will put a link down below so you can check them out, you know, or even purchase them. By purchasing them, you're going to help me out a little bit. But if not, that's cool. And then I got this sweet ass pressure gauge, tire pressure gauge. This, it actually feels really nice, and it's like super, like, I don't know, it just feels heavy duty, and like this is brass. It's pretty nice. This was, I think this was around like 22 bucks. But got that on Amazon. Oh, some leftover oil. Darn it. But that was also something that came in the mail today. And then I also got this nifty, cool GoPro Session. I've been wanting one of these just because they're small, and this will be good for adding some footage for you guys for trail riding and stuff. But I picked this up on eBay. Surprisingly, I went on eBay. I got it for $52, so that was a score. That's super cheap, super awesome, and adds another dynamic to this awesome side-by-side. And there we go. We got both of the mirrors installed. Took me about 15 minutes, but they turned out pretty good. So far, so good. Just need to adjust them this way, but it's a little hard to do by myself without just getting in and out, in and out, in and out. But so far, I'm pretty happy with my $22 purchase. So far, so good. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is this feels a little bit like easy to move, but there's also like a spring-loaded bolt here that I think you could tighten it up once you get it where you want. But if you don't tighten it up, I would guess that when you're riding in the dunes and you're hauling ass, these might push in because of the speed and the wind, but I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know because I'll be going riding in a week from now, and I'll be able to update you on how well they work and if you can even see it. Also, in the goodies that I got this PreFilter. It's well, I already installed it. It's over here. Goes right on here in the intake. It's just like a little filter booty that fits right over the intake there, and it's just like a secondary filter to make sure like no sand or anything gets inside the intake in your engine. So that's a good little precautionary little thing, and that was only like $8.95, I believe. The new mirror showed up in the mail. Already got it installed. These are some nice metal brackets, and there we go, $22 Amazon special. We'll see how it works, but see if we can get it to focus. But these brackets here are aluminum, and they have stainless steel bolts, which I was surprised. But then there's this little wing nut on here. That's the only thing that I think is going to fail, because that's what you tighten to make the mirror go back and forth. So I think maybe with over time and vibrating, it might strip out and then this might fall. But long term, I'll let you guys know if it's worth 22, or I think it was like 22 or 25 or something. I don't know. I'll put a link down in the description for it. But it was way cheaper than, you know, getting something that was online from your typical website. I finally picked up a fire extinguisher because I think in most places it's the law you have to have one. But also I picked up this cheap $15 Amazon fire extinguisher holder. It has a lot of good reviews, and most of them are like Jeep Wranglers and stuff, and they say they have no problems with it. So I'm trying to go the cheap route before I spend $130 on a metal one, which I probably will eventually. But right now I'm just going to modify it to fit this, because this is a 3.5-inch bottle, I believe. 2-pound bottle or something like that. I picked up the fire extinguisher at Walmart. I think it was about 17 bucks. So the straps on this are super long. I don't know if they do that just so that you can trim them to whatever you would like or whatever, but I'm going to put the fire extinguisher in here and then trim it up so that it's, you know, actually visually looks good and actually works pretty well. And then I'm going to just use this little torch the ends that I cut so it doesn't unravel, and we should be good to go. Mounted up right there. It looks pretty cool right there, but I don't know how it's gonna ride. It feels like it's not gonna go anywhere, but having it on the outside of the roll cage, I'm not sure if that's where most people do it or not. But my concern is if you're going down a trail, maybe you might clip it or something like that, so I might put it to the inside of it. But it looks cool that way. I'm just kind of concerned about it, but it looks pretty good. I like that. Well, this video is going to be all over the place, but I'm getting ready to go riding tomorrow. It's pouring down raining. Got my tent set up in my driveway. But basically I'm going to remove this cage that is basically pointless. I don't understand why you'd put expanded metal for a box to keep stuff in that it can just get all soaking wet. So I'm going to take that off, and then I built a gas can holder. This right here I built to fit 2 speed cans in here, and then we're going to take that, put it on there, weld it on there, paint it up, and then we should be good to go. And just like that, that went pretty easy. Now I'm just gonna lay a couple pieces of angle across there and then put the gas can holder right up on there. Use these pieces of angle. You'll see what I mean here in a second. Just like that, we got that up there. We got the 2 pieces of angle that straddle here, and then I'll just mark up where I want to cut it there so it's flush with the edges. And then I'll give it some paint, and voila. Actually, let me go get a can so you can see what it looks like with the can in there. So you can fit 2 cans side by side, and then whatever you want to do a strap through each handle down. Or what I'm actually doing for theft wise is I'm going to turn this around like this. And then I have a rod that I'm going to drill a hole here, and the rod will slide all the way through the handles, all the way on the other side, and then lock on the other side. This rod right here. So this rod will slide in here, basically through there like that, and then a lock on the other side so that somebody can't steal your gasoline. I'm hoping this works. This is all just something I thought up in my head, and so far it's working out. So far so good. There we go, we got her on there. It's all welded up. Just got to clean up the welds. I'm not sure if you noticed, but this is just one of those cheap ass flux core welders. You know, it's a glorified Harbor Freight welder. It's Lincoln, but this was like $300 or $400. But I'm sure it's similar to like the $100 or $200 ones from Harbor Freight. But it did all right. It's gonna hold this. This is nice and sturdy. Oh, also, I wanted to show you that. In case you're wondering, I drilled holes in the bottom here just when water gets in here so it drains out. And also I didn't weld the bottom seams here so that the water will drain out. But I did weld, you know, the sides obviously. This was actually done with a gas welder, so it looks way better compared to, well, that's not cleaned up, but that's your flux core and then your gas weld. But there we have it. It's on there. I'm going to clean it up and do some spray painting. I'm not too sure that you guys want to watch me paint, but we'll see. It is painted, all nice. Looking good, looking good. It's still drying, but I like the way it turned out. It looks pretty good. Finally I have something that I could actually use. But that'll be convenient because once the side-by-side's on here, it's kind of weird to strap the gas cans in, you know, in the front or whatever, or wedging it between the tire or whatever. There's not really like a good spot to put it, but now there's a good spot. I haven't added the hole for the rod yet, but I'll do that pretty soon. I probably won't do it in a video, but I'm gonna add that probably another day because I ran out of time, just in time to go do some other stuff I gotta do. So I'm glad I got that done, even though it was raining.